Joining us, former Speaker of the House, my friend Kevin McCarthy. Kevin, thanks for doing this. You heard some of that. You know, it's just like, though, every single issue, 80-20 issues, Israel, tax cuts, I think it's their hatred of Trump because I don't see any policy analysis. There was a time in American political history 30, 40 years ago where you could talk to Democrats. You can't do that anymore. What's happened here?
You can't, and if they would listen even to their own party, the majority of their party wants new leaders. Hakeem and Schumer can't even go on a book tour. Can you imagine that? The leader of the Democratic Party can't even go out and help sell his book. Hakeem can't make a decision, and the party says you need new leaders. Now, Larry, I don't want to be the ones that help them find their way back, but the person who deserves a lot of credit in this is really President Trump. Because President Trump has not only led and focused on the American people, he's done things that you would say Republican pollsters would tell you not to do. It's what he truly believes. He has taken Democrats away from them and expanded the Republican Party based upon his policies. He looks after the working individual. No tax on tips. He looks about growth. They want to attack this bill, so what do they want to do? Raise taxes on everybody? This isn't the position of President Trump. And they really do have Trump syndrome. No matter what position President Trump takes, they want to oppose. Instead of pause for a moment, put some blinders on, don't look at President Trump, but look at the policy, they would actually join him. They would go up in the polls, and they could actually be credible.
You know, President, you're so right on that last point. I mean, the odd thing is President Trump now occupies the entire middle of the spectrum. And it's a growing middle of the spectrum. Yes. He's out-jocked the Democrats completely. They're so far left. But, Kevin, they're doing the same thing on Israel. I'm watching really smart Democrats that I worked with in government, people on the Intelligence Committee, for example, get in front of cameras and become completely incoherent about the Israel. I mean, every president in the last 40 years has wanted to denuclearize Iran. Trump is actually doing it, and now the Democrats want to stop him, and they're invoking the War Powers Act, which has no bearing. I mean, they're even wrong on this.
If you took Trump's name out of it, Democrats would be praising this in the years before. But I've watched this movement with a number of Democrats who've been elected. Ever since AOC or Ilhan Omar came into office, they actually made it very difficult for Democrats to stay in the positions they were. I would lead the group of freshmen, along with Steny Hoyer, Republicans and Democrats, bipartisan, and in August we would go to Israel, learn about foreign policy on the ground. We would go into Gaza. We would go others. But they made it so critical that Democrats could not even travel there. And I've watched this party move different to where the majority of America is. Americans fundamentally believe Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. President Trump believed this before he ever ran. This is to me, this is similar to Kennedy in the Cuba crisis. If we are not successful at this, the entire world will be unsafe. There will be 40 countries with nuclear weapons. And how can you have a safe global society when that transpires?
Yeah, spot on, Kevin McCarthy, former Speaker of the House and great friend. Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for helping out today. We appreciate it very much. All right, folks, coming up here on Kudlow, we'll talk